Hello YouTube, this is Vacuum Ad 8 today, and today we're just before we get on with Vintage Week 2021, we're going to just give you a quick update on a couple of a few new Dyson products. People don't really know about them. So last year we had in March, around March, they normally bring out some stuff, don't they, mate? So last year they refreshed the V11, which was a small sort of it wasn't their main product. Their main product was the hair straighteners, so they were, you know, obviously that was a big advertisement. So they refined the V11, but it seems to me that they've started refining their current V11 a little bit early, because in the UK now we have got the larger outsize V11, which was available in the US. Like you say, in the China and Japan, you can get the smaller version with all the lights, all the little crevice tools, which we haven't seen any of that as well. And so I was just having a look around on some of the websites, because quite often these big retailers actually get some of the products to pre-order before they come out. So I went on to vary.com, and they've actually got two new spec'd V10s actually coming out around March the 6th, which I would say would be about the time when they release their new products. May not be wrong. So they've actually got two updated V10s as well as the outsize. So you have, now the main difference between the current V10 and the V10 that you can get in March is, in fact, and I'm amazed with it now, they've obviously must have listened to their customers. It actually comes with two filters, which is unbelievable, because how many times has people said, or, you know, the problem with these filters here, they you know, in this time of year when it's raining outside, if that's your main vacuum, you will need to have a second filter to actually, so you can actually properly clean the thing. Because if you don't actually let these things dry properly, it causes problems. So according to the Vary website, the new spec'd V10s come with two sets of filters, but the V11s still only comes with one. And to be honest with you, I've actually used these machines for about a good 2 months. Obviously Christmas, we had birthday, and it was no point doing the vintage week. So I actually haven't cleaned these for 2 months, and I will never guess which machine actually dropped in performance. It was the cordless. This thing, it's pretty, you know, obviously I use this one every other day in general. Deep cleaned carpets, whatever, but they say, oh yeah, this one deep cleans it. But these here, if the filters aren't up to spec, I mean, look at my filter here now. I've actually brushed the thing out, and actually, I think it was like running a DC 35, wasn't it? In suction, there was nothing at all on it. It was, do you know what I mean? So this one's going to actually have to have a really good deep clean, and the filter's going to have to be properly cleaned on it. I may have to actually use some sort of cleaning product maybe to bring it up. So if we look at the filter on this one, these are dirty inside, but it's not as bad as this other one.
Filtration, the liquids are quite good compared to others.
Yeah, because we do find that a lot of the dust passes through the motor and into the filters, isn't it? Yeah. So obviously, I mean, is this as good as that one? I don't know. I mean, they are practically the same design, really, filtration wise, but it just seems to have a lot more dust in these here, and they do really affect it. I would very rarely, if I'm going to soak the filter, I only ever soak the bottom end of it. I don't soak this end up too much here. I rinse this bit here through. I'll dust this off with a brush, tap it out in the bin, but not too hard, and then I'll wash it, and then see how clean it comes up. And I may have to wash it at least twice, maybe, to get it back to where it was. I'm going to have to give this one a full clean, I'd say. So, like you say, the last 2 months I've been equaling out the lube in the machines. Also, as well, we've had various new vacuums as well. So really, it's had about 6 weeks use out of no more 6 weeks use out of each one. So what we're going to do today, we're going to get the workhorse out for the week, a vintage Hoover. So today we've got a fairly special vacuum actually to use in Vintage Week. You might look at this and think, this is an American machine, but no, this is actually a Hoover commercial dual purpose. This one came out around the 90s. If you think about the UK lineup to the US lineup, and the UK lineup, obviously you had Hoover Juniors, Hoover Seniors, Starlight, Turbo Power, Turbo Master, Turbo Power 2. That's when this one come out, would be round. This come out round the Turbo Power 2 stage, and the Turbo Power 3, wasn't it? And in the US, they had like convertibles, Dolomatics. No, they had a Lark, but that wasn't very popular. That was like a Hoover Junior. And then they had the Concept 1, didn't they? And then this was like the following on to the Concept 1, which was the... So on this Vintage Week, we are using the UK equivalent of a Hoover Elite stroke Legacy. These were around the 90s, and they were out for quite a while. Yeah, there we go. So there were various different versions of this. There is one with a dirt finder function on it, which I suppose is like the one that everybody wants to have. It's got like a, sorry to explain, it's got lights and stuff up here. I've seen that one on one of the US collectors, or it's got quite a few of these sort of things. So this actually is a very unique machine indeed in the UK. And like you say, this one we got for free going back years ago. Got it actually getting the DC01, and the guy actually gave it to us, didn't he? Because he found it as a collector. And you know, at the end of the day, we didn't pay anything at all for it. We did buy him 2 DC01s off him at the time, but you know, at the end of the day, it's a very unique machine indeed. Hoover commercial. They were generally seniors in the UK. And then they had shakeout bags. This is this one has a bag door. This one come in a bag A as well, bag type A. You can use the Hoover Turbo Power fibre bags, the 4 home ones that you can get. So we're going to be putting a bag in for this one later on. This is actually one of Carl's top 10 vacuums of all time. Actually, believe it or not. He absolutely loves this thing because it is such a workhorse, isn't it? And some of the things that you sucked up, I mean, we've had probably about 25 bags of pasta, like bags of pasta shells, and everything, and it absolutely grinds it down to nothing, doesn't it? So this has a very, very strong fan indeed. Indeed, and it is such a nice machine. It's a shame that we could not get the tools for the thing. Have we does that fit anything on there?
Yeah, it's the Hoover tub power tools, or the what do you call it? The Hoover
Pure Power ones.
Tools. They tub power ones, so it probably fit.
Yeah, so we're actually gonna make up. Well, we're not actually gonna have it with the tools on there, but we're actually going to be using this with a set of tools as well. This is a dirty air machine, so it's not going to have massive suction off the end. And it is such a nice machine to have. I mean, it's got a few little scrapes and that, so I'm actually going to address them this week as well. I think I have actually cleaned this section here out. We'll give this a quick clean up over the week as well. So it's a good week actually to do Vintage Week because I'm off work that particular week, so and he'll be home making lots of mess in the house, so it's going to have a lot of use indeed, isn't it? Because here some of the things, I mean, you can see it now, the bin seems to be the carpet with him, whatever he's eating goes on the floor. So I always got vacuums out all the time, to be honest with you. So this one is a workhorse. It does have an air freshener as well. I think we've got RX one in there.
I think it was disintegrated.
Oh, was it? Oh, we can get another one.
Oh, was it me? You look in there.
Oh.
It's literally just dissolved in acid.
Oh, we'll just get another one in there.
You can kind of see you've got some residue from it in there.
Yeah, we'll suck it out. So before we get going, we'll suck it out. We'll put a new air freshener in it.
Already cleaned it out, but it's still got just a bit of residue in there.
Yeah, that's alright. We can get that all rid of it. And it's such a lovely, and it is a fairly rare machine actually. Indeed, I mean, you generally, if you want to get one that looks like this in the UK, you generally got to import from the US. You know, and you know, you get the collectors that have them, and I suppose the minute they're on there, it is an absolute fantastic machine. I personally think, and it's controversial, I still think this one is better than the Turbo Power, and it's still
heavy.
Yeah, and it's still possibly better than the Turbo Master actually. The construction of it is very heavy duty. If you've got an early Turbo Power, you look at it and they literally fall apart. They are so fragile. This one's got really good. Well, the plastic reminds me of like on the Dilomatics actually. This bit here.
Didn't she drop it?
Yeah. So this one, I think,
don't break off.
this one here was used, I think, generally in a hotel or maybe in a school. Who knows where it comes from? It actually come from what I would say a holiday area where we live, where a lot of holiday makers go.
It says one number.
Yeah, and I think that's where it was.
Yeah.
So it is a fantastic machine. So what we're going to do, we're going to use this one for a week. I'm going to see how it gets on. I mean, we've done loads of those cleans from this thing. It's a very capable machine.
Tested.
Being pack tested last time, I may as well rip that off because it's probably out of date. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe to Vacuum Man 8. We'll get on cracking on with this one later on in a minute. We're going to let the warm air get into it because it's been out in a cold area. So we're not going to switch the thing on straight away. So it is a workhorse. You know, Germany doesn't like too many commercial machines, but it is such a unique Hoover cleaner. And I'm very fortunate to have it really, and to have it for free was like unbelievable really. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe to Vacuum Man 8 and bye for now. Bye.